friends, almost 1,000 pounds of funny. They're here to entertain you, not because Bobby needs the money. In this place you'll laugh right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
There's my number one best friend. How you doing, buddy?
And there's my number one best friend. How are you, sir?
Do you know
That
what the anniversary is this week pertaining to us?
I did not know that.
That scared the shit out of me.
Why?
Do you know?
Sorry.
Do you know what anniversary we have this week?
Yes.
What?
This is the anniversary of the start of the show.
What?
That is incorrect.
No, of course not, dude. It's the anniversary of the time I saw your butthole for the first time.
That happened way long ago. Not that.
Dude, it's just today's the anniversary.
Let me help you a little.
Why?
It was November 4th. It'll be 1 year.
It was the first time I ever talked to you on the phone.
Negative. But I got to tell you, what do you think? I'm writing that shit down? I had a conversation with Bobby Kelly today. Boy, was it awesome.
I don't know.
1 year ago.
I know. It's the first time we ever jerked each other off.
That wasn't the first time. We've been doing that for years.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll tell you peripheral stuff, and you tell me if you can guess it.
Okay.
It was the first time I ever saw you get really angry at a comedy club owner. It was the first time I saw you yell at Mush live.
Today's the anniversary of the Calta and Kelly live.
Right. Well, it's the 4th, but yes, this week is our anniversary of the first live show we did at Side Splitters in Tampa. Almost sold out, by the way. Pretty good.
Yes, that was a great night, great show, and
it was a fucking disaster that ended up being perfect.
Well, it was a disaster because of somebody.
Yeah, it was because of Mush.
No.
Oh no, it was because of BT's Wi-Fi.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you didn't let me do what I do.
Yell?
No, I produce. I make shit happen. I do live events, okay? You produce a 4-hour epic radio show in the morning.
Every day.
Produce live events.
Mm-hmm.
I do live events, live comedy events. I've done Creeps with Kids. I've done My Wife Hates Me. I've done numerous YK. I was the first fucking cocksucker in New York City to do a live podcast at a comedy club. At Gotham Comedy Club. Me, Bonnie, Joe DeRosa, Joey Roses, a.k.a. fucking Saggy Tits. And Bob DeBono, because Dumb Voss canceled. He couldn't make. I got a gig. And it was so much better that DeBono did it.
By the way, Bob DeBono's Voss on your last show on the YKW was fantastic.
Dude, we had him on the first live at the Gotham downstairs small room. We had this poster artist make the posters for it. I still got it. He made 100. They're all gone, but they were. Yeah. He's like a huge artist now. You can't even get him now. But back then, his roommate was Carly, the chick from Girl Code.
Oh, the one that Pete Davidson used to bang. That's good.
Fucking Joe DeRosa banged back then.
Shut up. Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Carly Aquilino. Joe DeRosa banged Carly Aquilino?
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, you can't sleep on Joe DeRosa. He's had sex with probably any woman you think of. He'll be like, yeah, I could probably say he had sex with.
Okay. Joe DeRosa is one of those guys where, and I love him. I think he's funny as all hell and all that, but he's one of those guys that always looks like he's older than me. I don't know if he is or he isn't, but he just looks like he's like, you know how you look at a teacher and you're like, that teacher's good, or you see a businessman and you're like, oh, that he's got his shit together. He's definitely older than me.
Right.
But Carly, I mean, she was fucking hot. Joe always looks like an old man.
Smoking hot, dude.
Smoking hot, cool as fuck. And Pete Davidson cheated on her here in Tampa.
No,
and that's why they broke up.
Dude, no.
Oh.
Chris Distefano. That was his girl.
No, I'm talking about after that.
Listen, Chris Distefano.
He cried over her. in a car.
Dude, Chris Distefano was on guy code. She's on girl code. Girl code was bigger because
Keep
it
in
was
mind,
it was
Pete,
it was
Pete
it
was
was
on it too.
okay. It was for morons. That show was for fucking morons.
Yes.
And Pete, but Pete skyrocketed past that shit, right?
What I'm saying is, how uncomfortable is that to know that you're a guy? He was like a bit guy on Guy Code, and Distefano was like the main guy, and then he's banging your girlfriend. That's fucked
I
up.
mean, it was. I remember. I mean, I don't remember it because I don't give a fuck about that shit, and I don't bang comics. I don't bang people in my industry. It's just I've never done it. Not even actresses. It's just not.
Don't make it like because they were all you were turning them all down. You've been married forever,
dude. I turned down a fucking lot.
Tell me who. Give me two.
Huh?
Give me two that you turned down.
Lisa Lampanelli and Julie Gold.
Touche. You stud you. Would you fuck Esther Koo?
No.
Oh, I would in a second.
No, I don't know because I had a girl from Laosia back in my early days, Hot Kelly days, and
I don't think you're saying it right.
Laosia.
No, that's not right.
Laosia.
No.
Laosia.
Not. You're just mixing two words.
Watch
It's
this.
like Laos and Asia.
She's Laoasian.
Laotian.
No, she's not Laotian. She's Laoasian.
Billy Ocean. You're fucking it up. I just feel like that it may be right, but I feel like it's not right. And Joe DeRosa has old balls. I don't care what you say.
He has what?
Old balls. Since he was 20.
He wound up. I remember she came to my show. She
Carly?
got a poster signed, and I remember looking at it like, wow. And Joe was like, she's like, she lived with the artist who did the posters.
Okay.
She was his roommate. And
Okay.
Joe was on the show. And man, I'm telling you, Joe's got it. Joe's got that thing. Thing
that preys on girls who want to get in comedy. That thing that sees an easy opportunity to tutor young up and coming comics.
Yeah, he's got that predatorial thing.
Nailed it.
Oh, fucking hey, dude. Well, listen, anyways, yeah, dude,
I love Joe.
I can't believe it. I was stunned. That was the first one to me where I was like, this is nuts. This is just crazy. And and then I was like, I gave up after that because the list goes on and on and on. Joe, look at Joe fucks. Joe fucks.
I gotta tell you, Joe. Like I feel like I don't hang out with Joe. I don't know him like you guys do. But if you ask me, Joe's asexual. Joe doesn't have sex.
Nope. Joe fucks.
Wow. They should change his name, Joe, to Joe Fox.
Yeah, Joe Fox, man. Joe Fox.
Mush, can you put a picture of Carly up? And keep in mind, she's been through several hair color changes. For those people who don't know her, she's hot and she's cool. And she told me, so Pete came down here, lied to me about he did not come on the show, which was a huge disappointment for me because I'm from Staten Island. Nobody else famous is from Staten Island. Right. He's a big thing. He was supposed to come on the show, and he stood us up, and his agent called and said his Crohn's was acting up and that he couldn't make it in. And then later on, I went to the show that night, and I found out it was because that nerdy fuck went to Harry Potter World instead.
Can you please help me? What is Crohn's disease?
Something to do with your asshole. I think it makes you shit a lot or something. Really? I don't know. I probably have it, and nobody ever named it. And I just shit a lot and always thought I was just a guy who shits a lot.
Right.
I don't know exactly what it is. I only went to dental school, not asshole doctor school.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, Joe DeRosa, man. I don't know what it is.
And also, that was an awful excuse. I have a bathroom. Shit in the bathroom. In fact, if you had to run out of the studio to go shit and then call us from the shitter, that would have even been better radio. So I don't know what. But he went to Harry Potter World and blew me off. And then later on that night, he was like, "Yeah, I went to Harry Potter World this morning." I was like, "You motherfucker! I hope you have Crohn's now."
Dude, you can't. I mean, those guys, you can't trust any of them.
No, an inflammation of the digestive tract that leads to abdominal pain, severe diarrhea, fatigue, weight loss, and malnutrition. Well, all those things seem to apply to Pete. He's skinny.
Yeah.
He's got butthole eyes, and always looks fatigued, but I think that's the pot.
Yeah, I remember Distefano was dating her, in love with her, and then she broke up with him, and then he had to go on. He had to headline the tour. He was on tour with her and the other one.
Oh,
They went on before him. She went on before him, trashed him to all the girl fans. Like she wrote all these fucking hack jokes about breaking up with her boyfriend. They went, and then he had the guy that they all knew was her ex-boyfriend, who they just laughed at for 25 minutes. He had to go up at the end of that.
Oh, that's awful.
And do a show. I mean, poor kid.
And he was sad. And he was sad about it.
Of course he was. The chick was smoking hot.
Yeah, but look at it. I mean, let's be honest. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think he's too good looking for her now.
Chris Distefano's good looking.
Chris Distefano is so handsome.
Really?
You know he's handsome.
Really?
It's kind of like the hot girl in your neighborhood. All your friends think she's hot and you don't because you've been around her your whole life. But Chris Distefano is good looking.
Chris Distefano's good looking.
Yeah. And the first time I ever met him was with you. We were outside the Comedy Cellar and he was drunk as shit. And he just came from the MTV up front. She's like, bro, I just saved Selena Gomez's life. I saved her life. And I go, what are you talking about? And he's like, she asked for a drink and I thought put something in her drink. So I drank it real quick. And then I got all fucked up. So he was like, somebody spiked her drink and he drank it so that she wouldn't get sick.
Yeah,
and he ended up getting look, he's way too hot for her.
Mush. Listen, Mush. Listen. Put that back up, Mush. You think he's too hot?
And not in that picture. In that picture, she wins, but I could see the potential that he had. He went through. Look at him there. He's like kind of good looking Long Island guy, and then all of a sudden she broke his heart. So he's like, I'm gonna do some sit-ups and not eat carbs for a while and do something different with my hair. And then he came out of it at the other end like an incredible Hulk of good looking.
Dude, I just all right, whatever. I mean,
he surrounds himself with the ugliest guys, so he always looks better. Fucking Giannis. Giannis.
I think Giannis is better looking than Chris.
Giannis looks like a Muppet that came to life. Tell me that's not true.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Giannis is not ugly and has the best looking wife I've ever seen, but he looks like a Muppet. Like you have to, if you like Giannis, you have to like a type. You have to like hairy guys.
You gotta like Greek guys.
You gotta like Greek guys. You have to have like that's my type kind of thing. Whereas Distefano looks like he climbed out of that frat boy shell into supermodel.
All right, listen, Mike, please. All right, listen. You're nuts, dude. Can you please go to Chris Distefano and then images? Let's scroll through this. Let's see the evolution of his face.
It's not just his face.
Yeah, he's big now too. Did you see him bomb on the Wendy Williams show?
No, but I'd like to watch that because
and he got in front of it, which bugs me because he got in front of it, which he should have. God bless him. He had no choice. He had to go do it. As soon as it happened, he went right to social media and made it like, okay, scroll down. All right, look at that one down right there with the smile. Really?
Yeah, not a good one. That's not a good one.
Scroll down. Let's see some of these.
That's fat Chris Distefano.
Well, right there, the left one. Yeah, click on that and then zoom in on his face. Well, I want you to click on that, make that big, and zoom in on his face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not a good one. Not a good one. Not a good one.
We just got mushed.
We got mushed a little bit, but it's not. That's not one of his. It's not one of his best shots.
It's not his. Dude, listen. It is what it is. You are what you are.
You can always be more.
All right. What do you?
You can always do better.
All right. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, that's not good. That's not a good look.
Zoom in on that. I want more. I want just the head, Mush.
But do you see what's happening there? That's before he was sad. That's happy, Chris. He hadn't gone through the sadness yet.
So what? Saddest makes you sexier. Go. I want zoom. I just want his head, Mush. Cropped his head and bring it up.
The way the image is on their website, this is how.
No, I want you to do it. I want you.
This is what will happen if I keep doing it.
No, I want you to screen grab it, cropped it, and bring it back up. That's what I want you to do.
All right, be back in a few minutes.
Thank you. A few minutes.
A lot of work for him.
I mean, it's not a lot of work. I could do it if you want. And while I'm talking about topics, I'll do it.
If you were in jail for a long period of time
Mhm.
you would rather have Giannis as a cellmate than Chrissy D?
Um,
Or I'll even throw in Sal.
this is good. No, I don't want Sal.
No, I think we all agree. I mean,
No,
I like Sal.
I love Sal, but he's too good. Like you'd want to do some evil shit, and you'd be like, I don't want to do that.
You know
You know
who I
what I
think
mean?
wants to fuck Sal?
Yeah, Joe DeRosa.
He probably did. No, for real?
Oh,
I think my wife has the hots for Sal.
well, Sal's got something. I mean, Sal's got that Italian, the nice.
I got that.
Neighbor. No, you don't. Let me finish my sentence. You do not have the Italian neighborhood nice guy. Yeah, no, you have the Italian neighborhood fucking chooch.
Oh. I'm the guy, like, if somebody robs an old lady in the neighborhood, I'm the guy who goes out and takes care of it.
You're the guy who you're the guy everybody wants to hang around, be around, and the girls definitely want to fuck around with you, but they know you're gonna fucking blow them off after.
Yes.
Sal doesn't do that. Sal is too nice. If he's my cellmate, dude, I'm gonna want to do some weird shit. I'm gonna want to make some stuff.
Yeah.
In the toilet. I'm gonna want to fucking maybe get a blowjob by one of the tranny inmates that shows up nice with lipstick. Remember in Oz when they would do that with that? I mean, dude, that was the creepiest shit ever. The guy
It was. Have to hold
Daisy Dukes with the lipstick.
Hold the belt loop when they walk.
Hold the belt loop when they walk, and they'd have to do their hair in little barrettes if they had it.
I'd rather get beat up. I really would. I'd rather get beat up. I'd rather knock my teeth out than have to go through that.
So if you're in jail,
Yeah.
You'd rather just take a shank than have to. I mean, Mush. Thank you, Mush.
Well worth the wait, Mush.
Well worth the wait.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, listen to me.
I gotta tell you, I see handsome in that. It's a potential. It's the handsome's in there. It's just sadness how to bring it out.
I mean, that's worse than fucking Nicolas Cage and Moonstruck. Cher wouldn't fuck him. I understand it. It's definitely real Brooklyn head, and he's definitely Chris D has confidence, and that's the thing. He plays stupid and dumb, but we all think he's not. He's totally smart and calculated. He is a smart, calculated kid. Funny as fuck. I mean, really funny kid. Knows how to really. I mean, really, and he's been through a lot of shit, man. Been through a lot of shit. So
I bet you
right. You might be right with that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not like you said, Cher. Like, remember when Richie Sambora was fucking Cher, and you were like, "Wow, that's weird," because she's so much older and all that. But it's kind of cool because she's so hot. I could see Chrissy being one of those guys who bangs like like a Britney Spears or something like that. Something he can't turn down. Something like you got to do it for a little while.
I feel bad for the kid like that because, I mean, Comedy Central was grooming him to be the next motherfucker. They do that. They find the kid, and they were really stepping up with him, giving him interstitial and trying to get him to be the next motherfucker. And he was ready to go. And then Comedy Central kind of fucking went under, which sucks because then he had to go over to True TV. Is that what it's called? And that's when he left Giannis. He went over and did the podcast with Sal. So he was doing a podcast with Sal and Giannis, and that's when they broke up because apparently he can't do
both.
Whatever. I get it. It's all, whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, look, show a picture of him that you think he looks good, Mush. I mean, there's some information. It might be. You might be right, Mike.
I'm not afraid to say it. And then again, I'd like to backtrack on something. I don't think Giannis is ugly. I'm just saying compared to the beauty that is Chrissy D, right. I would take Chrissy D physically over Giannis. You think
what was just on screen is beauty?
No, not that. I don't know that, Chris. I know the one that's been through sadness and climbed out the other side to become the hot man that he is today. Like if they did a hot men of comedy calendar, he's in. Dude,
if they did a hot men of cavemen calendar.
Yeah, that's not you think he looks hot that much? I think he looks like he's special needs.
Well, the top of his head, look at his gum line is, I mean, thank God he takes care of his gums. Because if he didn't, I mean, you can see every tooth in that mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, count them right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 teeth. Is that correct? 24 teeth in the mouth, right?
I don't know.
What is it?
208 bones.
Yeah, he's yeah, I mean, I can understand it though. It's an Italian thing. It's a tough
confidence
guy.
thing.
Huh?
It's a self-deprecating confidence on top of beautiful eyes that he has.
And he has, I mean, his smile is warming, I guess.
32.
Yeah, 32 teeth.
All right, so maybe
How many years old is Chrissy D? What do you think? How old is he?
It's got to be 35.
If you ask me, Joe DeRosa is 57.
No, Joe DeRosa,
Right?
40 something.
He's younger than me.
I don't know.
I need
Joe
to know.
DeRosa is definitely younger than you. Yeah, absolutely. Joe DeRosa is.
Lou said dentist Calta doesn't know how many teeth there are. I didn't finish dental school, Lou. Thank you for bringing that up. I did not finish this dental school.
He never finished that lie, Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're in a prison cell. Giannis, Christie. Who do you take?
So like I'm gonna have to wait until I can't take it anymore, and then I'm gonna have to bang one of them.
Yeah.
And I would say it'd have to be Chris. Giannis, I bet if taking Giannis's shirt off,
Okay.
his back hair goes straight down to his ass crack, and I wouldn't like that, especially in jail. In jail because it's unkempt back hair.
Christie, Sal.
For sex or for
Sex and roommate love.
I gotta tell you, although I think Chris is better looking, I think I'd like to be the dominant one, so I think I'd pick Sal.
Okay.
Like Chris would flip it around and make me do stuff, and I don't know if I'd like that.
Yeah, I know. He'd pull the alpha card every once in a while.
Yeah. Sal would just go, okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm an island boy.
So okay, how about Sal, Luis Gomez?
Oh, I mean, definitely Sal, because I feel like Lewis will stab me when I'm sleeping. Lewis is gonna realize in the daytime he's got no chance, but at night you put it right in my temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sal, Justin Silva.
Oh, I mean, who's not gonna pick Justin Silva? Who's not gonna? I would be like, Justin, I'm not. I just want to rub your abs before I go to sleep.
I do Justin Silva outside of jail.
Yeah, he's way handsome.
Yeah, like I do. If he opened for me in Santa Monica, I'd try to maybe put it in his butt cheeks while he's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gay. I don't want to kiss him or anything, but I'll hold him like a baby if he wants me to.
Yeah, Justin Silva's just good looking kid.
Remember that used to freak me out about Oz more than the gay rape was the gay love relationships that all these straight guys got into. Remember the dude from Law and Order and the other guy? One had a wife, the other one was totally straight, and they were like, let's just hold each other. And I'm like, this is why I won't go to jail.
This is why he won't sleep in the same room with me either.
I don't want any affection from any man.
You want no affection. Yeah,
that guy.
God, Jesus. He's the Tony Danza of comedy.
There was Justin Timberlake, Joey Fatone. They just didn't have enough room for Justin Silva. He just missed the cut.
Yeah. God damn. Look at him. Wow.
Even though he's pushing that one bicep out, I'm still into it.
Oh, with the fist. Is that a trick?
Yeah, you push it out with your hand.
Yeah.
It's easier to do when you have fat arms.
Yeah, look at that. Look at his lips, his nice teeth.
Joe DeRosa's got to be over 50.
All right, bring up Joe DeRosa. Joe DeRosa, how old is Joe DeRosa?
50. I'm going to guess 50, 54.
Mush?
Joe is like the upstairs neighbor in every sitcom.
Mush, there's a computer. You can Google it.
Hey, how old is comedian Joe DeRosa?
I was getting the picture first.
Yeah, but we don't need to hear.
44. 44. Oh, come on. That's not an ad.
Wow, that's too good, man.
That's not an accurate description of what we're looking at. Give me the
one
one
Instagram.
Show me the
like
sandwich guy.
You're so funny. the producer of our show just went, I don't know his age.
Yeah,
Like
you
he
asked me
was-
twice, so making sure you knew what I heard
You
you.
just and you went, how old is Joe DeRosa? To a machine.
Mush answered like he was our Siri. Like he was just supposed to know off the top of his head.
Mush answered us like it was 1992. I don't know his age.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't have an encyclopedia.
All right, right there. There he is. That's Joe right there.
Okay, second row, any of those pictures. That
I
guy's
see
older
the
than me.
middle one.
Middle one, his skin looks too good.
Well, let's see.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Yeah, he's got beautiful eyes. And his hair. He's got great hair.
No, I wouldn't say great.
Here on the
I mean,
Staten Island Ferry, and I don't know if you know this or not, but when Chris Distefano rides this ferry, whoever he's with needs to acquire a special permit because they're technically transporting livestock across a body of water.
That's the thing he does. Can we
Yeah,
please
look at that. Look at that. That says child rapist right in the middle. Look at that.
watch that one?
Look at that face. Would you be surprised if you were like, this guy? Oh, that's exactly who he is. He's Jared from Subway's sexy
Joe
older brother.
here. Just listen. Regarding today's episode of marijuana versus alcohol, I went on YouTube and I saw the comments.
He's just talking about his podcast on that one.
Well, we'll stop right there. Freeze right there, though. Joe is not a bad looking guy. For
No,
44.
If you said to me, you want me to meet your friend Joe? I'd go, yeah, I think you'll like him. What does he look like? You know, Jared from Subway, like an older, sexier version of him. 100% accurate. I don't care what you say.
Well,
100% accurate.
I can only stick up for somebody for so long.
How about this? I sent Mush a picture. This is just weird that we started talking about Carly Aquilino and all that. Look at this fucker. You see who this guy's dating now? Old asshole eyes?
Who?
Pete Davidson?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. I thought she was with fucking what's his name?
Oh, she's holding hands with Pete Davidson.
Well, they're on a roller coaster. You can hold hands with fucking. I'd hold hands with you on a roller coaster.
Can I just tell you, look at this picture, and I'm going to tell you if anybody wants to know
Can
why.
we just look at the girl in the front? That
That's
poor
her.
chick looks like she's getting fucked in the ass by Godfrey.
But look, this is the sadness that all fat guys have. If Kim Kardashian invited me on that roller coaster, I could not fit on it next to her. I don't think.
Dude, you're telling me
I
this
wouldn't.
this would be my. We'd be going in line, and then there'd be the fat guy seat in the front, the tester, and I'd go into that, and it wouldn't go down, and I'd have to say, I can't. I'll see you after the ride.
But I mean, you'd have to look at Kim Kardashian and go, "I'm sorry, I blew my chance to hold your hand on a roller coaster." Look, I want to point out, I like Pete.
Yes.
I Galvin hates him. I think he's
Why?
funny. Galvin's like, I don't think he's funny. I like him. I think his stand-up was funny before he was famous. I think he's a nice guy. I've met him several times.
Right.
I like him. But we all have to agree that the amazing ass that this kid gets, it's because he set the bar. Once he dated Ariana Grande, then every girl could feel like it's okay to date him because he dated her. So once he got that high bar, then all these other girls were like, "Oh, it's Ariana's ex-boyfriend." You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like it's like when I was dating Amanda, I would bring her to the clubs that I hung out with because I'd want the other girls to see I could get that. That's what I'm getting. So you girls that were not going to have sex with me, you know that I could get a hot girl. So now you have to up your game. They up their game. Good for him. I'm not a hater. So I'm very happy for Pete Davidson, but that is a hot girl, Kim Kardashian, even older and dumpy in the butt and whatever she is, she's still hot.
Yeah, she's all right. I'm not into it.
I mean, I met her one time and she's even more striking in person.
Really? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Mush. A minute 55 into that movie. 12 minutes 55 seconds into that movie. Please go to that.
Are we gonna watch a movie? I'm excited. I love movies. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the movie Cheat that we made, which is on the YouTube, by the way. If you ever want to see a nice little movie Cheat, a man's
Now-
guide to fidelity short film.
That's one of the first times I had you on the show. I had you and Joe DeRosa on together.
Right.
to plug that, and then that's when I developed a relationship, like a working relationship with Joe. I liked him. I was the first time I ever had him on was with you.
Right.
So now I know. I can't believe I'm 6 years older than he is. Blows my mind.
Yeah, he's a young buck. He came up with Jay, Big J.
Yes, Big J looks young to me.
Okay, here you go. Play that.
It's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just
Look at those tits.
Oh God.
Wait. Look at those tits jiggle.
You almost done in there?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Hey, is the food here yet?
Not yet.
There you go. That's Joe DeRosa naked. All right, thanks, Mush.
Can I tell you about Joe?
What?
He looks better, a little heavier.
What?
Like there, he was too skinny. I think he added 10 pounds to him. He looks better.
I don't know what it is, but I don't deny Joe because he gets it.
Oh,
He's
clearly.
been with a ton of girls, and he puts in the work. He lays down the fucking foundation. He goes to work every day, talks, listens, shows up, and then he does it. And alcohol is, hey, let's go drink. Joe's the guy. Let's go here. Let's go to another place. All of a sudden, it's 3 a.m. You're feeling good and fuzzy. You look over, you see those big eyes. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, if he's willing to put in the work, I'm too old and too married to put in the work anymore.
Oh, I can't put in any work at all.
I got no work.
Do you want to watch the Chris Distefano bombing on The View? I think you just want to ruin my love for him. But yeah. Let's see a little bit of it. Well, let me tell you, he put it out there first, it is a technique that you're supposed to do it. It's when you bomb on a show,
yeah,
you're supposed to go immediately. You call another comic and let them know. You call as many comics as you know that will spread the word like wildfire that you just bombed, so that we hear about it first.
Right.
So it lessens the blow. Now we know that you know. You know what I'm saying?
I've never put myself in a situation to bomb.
Well, he calls it from the fire. Why would you ever go on a co-hosting with, I know you're friends with, what's her name? Purple, blue, whatever hair, green hair. What's her name?
Whitney Cummings.
I know. She probably was like, you should come on. And he was like, all right. But the other two girls, what was that? The other two girls, Lou has it. He owned it, but it's a technique. Trust me.
All right, I want to see it. Now I want to see it.
Oh, it's a hot one.
I don't know why you guys would have a man on this panel. This is the worst idea ever because I am going to say anything I say, the audience is going to hate me.
And I'm only saying this because I've been like every size. I've been everybody's size.
Well, I think you're beautiful, Michelle. Just the way you are is what I'd like to say to the audience.
By the way,
I also love fat people. I'm getting fat now. I put on about 25 pounds. I got a nice puffy fat face again. I'm going to be one of those guys like there's no way I'm going to have 2 feet when I'm 50.
Is my mic on? It's working?
But did he bomb? I thought that was great.
Dude, you can't on Wendy. Dude, the whole crowd is women. Go back, Mush. The whole crowd, if you can. I don't know if you can on Instagram, buddy.
So far, it's awesome.
I can't on the Instagram video.
What's that, buddy?
I can't go back on the Instagram video.
Oh, there's no scrolling. Yeah. Dude, you can't call a fucking a chubby black chick fat. He just said, I love you. I think you're beautiful. I love fat people.
Dude, that is fucking great. That was great.
Did you hear the crowd? It was all women, all fat women, probably too. All women. There's another chubby chick with a turban on the other end. He didn't read the room. He did not read. He was doing his fat jokes like he was in front of his crowd to fat people.
Oh, I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Go ahead.
Let's see more. Yeah.
They get one cut off.
10 years into comedy, I was like, my knees hurt from tap dancing. Take the tap shoes back. I want to sit down, relax.
Yes.
You call it stand-up comedy, I'm going to sit down and do comedy. I'm tired, y'all. Stop asking us to do stuff, okay?
Also, like,
His knees hurt too, but
this is a Shane
Well,
Gillis
you know what?
situation.
If you want to come to my show instead.
Yeah.
oh yes, let's clap it up. That's all it is. It's just clapping at points. I don't know why you guys.
Dude, Whitney.
I think it's
Whitney's
brilliant.
funny though. Whitney took a blowjob joke. She took a slut joke right in the face and laughed her ass off. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, she does, but she talks. I mean, she's self-deprecating. That's what she should be. That other girl should know she's fat. She's got to have a mirror in her house. So the simple fact that he called her out on it, I think was great. It was great. You know how hard that is to tell a girl she's fat in front of a room full of girls
But
who are also fat.
But Mike, he didn't do it. He didn't do it intentionally.
That's
didn't
why I
do it
love it even
intentionally.
more.
He did it by accident, which makes it exactly. It makes it even more fucked up comic wise. But he went. He tried to kiss her asshole. I think you're beautiful. He did that
For a
fucking
fat broad.
And then he goes for a fatso. I love fat motherfuckers.
Remember when precious was the code word for fat girls? You were like, oh, how is she like? Ooh, precious.
Yeah.
And now it's Lizzo. Now and you're like, what's your friend like? Ooh, Lizzo, all day long. Back it off. Only Mush would like her.
Yeah. Mushy, come on, Mush. That was a joke.
Mush is not. I mean, I only know of one fat broad that Mush hooked up with.
Whoa, wow. I could.
Then I thought about this the other day. We were giving Mush a hard time because he hooked up with a girl in Tampa who was looked like Joe Klecko from the '82 Jets, and then I thought if she's banging Mush, she must be a fan of Mush. And what if she's watching this episode of the show to see the man who put his pee-pee on her? And I was like, I would feel awful knowing that she might have seen that. Do you know if she did, Mush?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her since that day.
You made sweet love to her and you didn't talk to her since then?
No.
What an asshole.
He fucked a girl that looked like Madden.
Well, she didn't have a lot of diagrams.
That bitch don't fly. She only takes buzzes.
I'll be on the Greyhound. I'll see you in 28 hours.
Mush fuck Nick Nolte from 48 Hours.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor Mush. That
Poor
was.
Mush.
Oh, look, man. Mush got laid. We didn't.
Yeah, it was true.
No, you ate your fucking protein bars, and I was eating lettuce. This cocksucker was knee deep in sea pussy. Mush was at low tide trying to find a nickel.
But hey, that's a good Tampa trip, Mush.
Oh, God damn it, man. So I am fucking I believe I'm shooting my special in Tampa. And I believe we might have found that place you sent me was great.
It's fucking nice, right?
What is it called again? The Fort Lauderdale.
The Floridian Social Club.
Yeah.
It's in St. Petersburg. It used to be the State Theater.
Yeah.
I did a live gig there one time with Skid Row. I did a live gig and Skid Row headlined the live gig.
Right.
And we did a battle of the bands where the bands had to fist fight to see who opened for Skid Row that night.
Really?
And this one band had a big lead singer and he went in and just beat the shit out of the other band, and those guys Silter opened up for Skid Row.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I think when are you looking at doing this?
Spring, probably, or maybe before then.
Tampa's the hot spot now. I mean, I'm not rubbing it in, but we won back-to-back Stanley Cups. You know that we won the Super Bowl last year, and Jake Paul is having his next fake boxing match here in December. That should be pretty interesting.
Yeah. No, I'm fucking all for it. I love Tampa, dude. I fucking
Tampa
love
loves you. Tampa loves you. You are an extension of our show. So our listeners love you. You're going on the cruise.
When's the cruise?
The cruise is in March.
Maybe we do it
before a cruise.
Before the cruise. Do it the week before the cruise. No, because then they'll go to the cruise and they'll already see my shit.
By the way, Mike Cannon had the best line for that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson picture.
What?
He said Pete Davidson's a perfect starter white for Kim Kardashian. That's a great joke.
Cannon's funny, man.
What was the last job you had before you were a comedian? Not during you were a comedian, like before you were a comedian.
I mean, before I was a stand-up?
Yeah.
Before
like the last job before, like the last job that you quit and was like, I'm gonna go be a stand-up comedian.
Like, and just never looked back and I was just a comic.
Yeah.
I was a juvenile counselor, overnight security counselor. I worked at a restaurant. I was a waiter at La Familia Giorgio's.
Well, let me ask you that. Did you work on the books or off the books?
I mean, the restaurant was the restaurant was in the guy's wife's name, so I would imagine it would be off the book.
Do you remember how much? The reason why I ask is my last job before I was in radio was I was a busboy at Perkins, which is like a Denny's ripoff.
Jesus.
What do you take a guess what my salary was in 1990 as a busboy at Perkins?
I would imagine it would be $160 a week.
It was an hourly wage of $2.35.
Wow.
Because you also get tipped. So when you have a job that gets tips, your minimum wage was $2.35. So I had $2.35 plus tips. So you were like, okay, maybe $5 an hour, $6 an hour. At the time, the waitresses got to tip you out of their own money, out of their own tips. So if you were really good, they would give you like $5, but most waitresses gave you like $2. So they would literally have a table of 10 people and give me $2 on the table. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I used to rob them blind. They'd have a table. They'd have a table of 10 people that would leave a $25 tip. I'd keep the 20 and hide it and leave the 5 on the table and just tell them, oh, they're cheap. They're terrible tippers. Because that was my job to clean up the table. So I usually saw the tip first. And the reason why I'm asking is because do you know what the minimum wage is now?
$3.15.
No, the minimum wage for a tipped worker is $6.98. Do you know what minimum wage is regular, just for everybody?
$15.
$15 and Starbucks is going to $17.
That's a lot of money.
That's almost 20 grand a year. No, that's more than 20 grand a year. I don't know. We were getting crushed.
But the rent's gone up. Everything's gone up. Everybody has cell phones now, so you have a cable bill, you have a cell phone bill. There's more bills now than there was back then. Everybody has a car now. You understand? Everybody has a car. And back when you were doing Perkins, which I would, if I got a time machine, and they said you have one shot, you got one, you can go and come back. Would I go back and play the Mega Millions? Would I go back and buy real estate in fucking downtown Manhattan? I would go back to Tampa and go to Perkins and fucking just torture you just to see you sweating, bussing tables.
All these fat waitresses made me do all the work, and then they'd give me at the end of the shift, they'd be like, hey, are you done? Yeah. And they'd peel off two $1 bills and hand it to me, and I'd go, what? And they're like, I had a slow day. I was like, oh, okay. So I realized at one point I had to start robbing these bitches, because if that's how they were going to treat me, I had to fight back.
That's so Italian of you.
Then I was kicking ass, and then I realized not only could I steal their tips, but I could steal food from Perkins. Like they had all these great, they had chocolate syrup, all these things I couldn't afford, like to make chocolate milk, and I would just put it in a Ziploc bag, leave it by the door, and just take it when I left. It was great. Once you figure it out.
I used to work at La Familia Giorgio's, and every day I would bring home. They had the $5, 5 Italian dishes: lasagna, eggplant, sausage and something, chicken buona fortuna, and like a ziti, all in one thing for $5.
$5.
I would get 2 of them, bring them home, and eat like a maniac.
That's great.
Oh, it was so good working at La Familia Giorgio's.
You'd eat both of them?
Oh, no, that would last me for the week. I was in shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had no money for food. I was waiting tables, doing comedy. I had no money. You said you had news for me tonight.
Can I say it on the air?
I think so. Yes, I would hope so.
All right, I'll dance around it a little bit because I want to tell everybody, but I'll dance on it. So about 8 months ago, Bobby and I were telling you we had a big announcement to make, and it was about this show being picked up by a podcast network to be distributed worldwide and in different formats and all that other stuff. And we were all set to announce. We actually had 2 companies interested in us, and I fucked it up because I have a contract with the radio station, the radio company that I work for, and although I was allowed to do it, we had to ask them for permission, and they stalled almost a year. They go, oh, it's with the lawyers, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But today we finally got permission to go ahead and sign with the network. So I'm not going to say what it is until we sign, but hopefully within the next, I would say within the next couple of days, we'll have a big announcement as far as who we signed with, where it is, and what positive changes will happen for the show.
So what does that mean for you? That means that, number one, all the audio versions of this show are going to be available on iTunes and Spotify, and you'll be able to take this show with you wherever you go. But if you're a new person, to YouTube or whatever, that's good for you because you can go back and listen to all the old episodes. And it's back in the pandemic, we were doing 6 shows a week.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of content, a lot of great shows, a lot of stuff. So that's good for that, but it's also good for us because now we can add sponsors to the show. So if you're a company and you want to do some advertising with the Calta and Kelly show, we'll do it live, or we'll do it. We'll have it put into the show. That's good for us because now we'll be able to do more with the show, and maybe do those live events and do things like that and get stuff done where we wouldn't be able to before because he had, he didn't have the permission of his other in his contract. We didn't want to fuck up Mike's deal. Mike's bread and butter is the fucking Mike Calta show. This, as we all know, is a hobby.
It was a hobby. Now it is a way for us to become zillionaires.
How funny was that when you got to fight? And now you can go back and listen to the fight with Luis Gomez where he was fighting and he said, and Calta, Luis called him out on something. He goes, "Dad, fuck you. This is a hobby."
He's like, look at you. You're grasping. You're in a dying medium and you're trying to do a podcast now so you can stay relevant. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? This is a hobby for me. I'm doing this from my garage of my mansion. What do you mean it's a fucking hobby? Were you yelling at me from a 1-bedroom apartment in the Bronx, you idiot? This is old stuff. We're cool now. Especially nowadays, a hot girlfriend.
Yeah, dude. I spent yesterday. Ladies, what bugs will never be a distant memory, you cocksuckers. If you're a ladybug, you're a ladybug. We're still here for you.
You were in early. You liked this before anybody else.
Yeah, you'll probably get more stuff from us if you're a ladybug. Okay,
I'll let you watch my OnlyFans for free.
That's right.
How about the jerk off party on Saturday? And me and Ken got along. I unblocked him on Twitter.
Did you?
We became friends again.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. It was a fun time. I was in that thing for like an hour.
Yeah, I heard you were in it the whole time. I tried to get in it, but my show ran late. The first girl supposed to do 20 minutes. This is why I don't like comics. I don't like comics doing a lot of time in front of me because comics, if they're bombing or it's not as good as, they'll go longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's nobody in the clubs, don't really time you. So she did like 30 fucking minutes. And then the kid, Vinny, who's a friend of mine, Vinny, Vinny, we had him on the show, FBI Vinny.
Yeah.
He was like, he goes, I'll do short. I go, all right, thanks, do 15. He does 23.
Hey, you get the feeling people laughing. You're like, hey,
I'm like, fuck. It's like 50 minutes before me. But anyways, I went out and I fucking, dude, Melissa was there. Dickie and Melissa was there. Dude, I fucking murdered.
Dickie and Melissa said you were great. And they said Vinny was great too.
Yeah, everybody was great. Even the girl was good. But yeah, Vinny was great. But yeah, it was a great show. And it was good to see. I mean, they've seen me 4 fucking times in the last 3 weeks, for God's sakes.
Listen, I said the same thing. When you came here, or when I went up there to Atlantic City, I watched every show. And I don't have to watch the show
Right.
But I watched it because it was hilarious.
It was good, man. It was fucking great. I'm not to pat myself on the back, but it was a good one. So, and then I jumped in. I saw your text and I jumped in for a little bit. And then I jumped back in. It usually goes longer, but you guys were all done, which is good. That's good.
We went long. We told stories. It was Halloween morning. We had a good time. People were dressed up, and I was getting to. I'll just ramble. If you just let me talk, I'll just ramble. I was telling all kinds of stories. I was telling them the history of Bennington,
right?
Run around. It was good. We had a good time.
That's great.
All right. Well, listen. One thing that won't change.
Yeah.
One thing that will not change. No
You
matter
had
how
a topic.
successful.
You had a topic you wanted to bring up tonight.
I don't know. I brought up a couple of different topics. I just started rambling, and
It was something about the news.
yeah, I don't know. Once we started talking about once I found out Joe DeRosa was younger than me, it depressed me, and I lost all my memory.
I did.
One thing that won't change,
yes,
is that every Monday,
yes,
we get a new 5 from Joe.
Joski and Mush.
Is that us announcing them? Usually you give them a real intro.
That was
my intro.
That was Calta's intro. Did the intro, and I as an entertainer picked up on what he was doing. So right. I was like, and there you go.
And I you as a mush mushed me.
Oh, I was looking for the Joes. I'm sorry.
Joe.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hello, Joe.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
Doing great. Did you have a good Halloween?
I don't like Halloween.
I love Halloween. Lewis, again, I got to give him credit through an amazing Halloween kids party. He has all his minions from Gas Digital working like slaves. He dressed up Harrison in a werewolf costume, and then the kids proceeded to beat the shit out of him. He had 15 kids beating the shit out of him, and Max with plastic swords, not foam swords, which he should have grabbed. I probably should have got up at that point, but the cigar I was smoking was so fucking good. I was enjoying myself so much that I just let him go, and he was literally beat the shit out of this kid. Then they did a piñata, no offense, Mike, and Mush. They did a piñata, and one of Lewis's, I don't know who he was. He looked like the Misfits logo. Climbed a tree barely, then fell. We thought he snapped his ankle. I was hanging with Lewis's, baby's mama, Beatrice, who I love, and her boyfriend, Eddie, who is this unbelievable guy. We get along so fucking good. We were just sitting there smoking cigars, talking about Tom Brady and fucking Tampa and the Patriots and football. And then we went into Bitcoin. He loves cigars. We're smoking laughing, and Lewis hates it.
Hey, who's hotter? Natalie Cuomo or Lewis's current ex-girlfriend?
Dude, his Beatrice is fucking smoking, dude. I would take Beatrice because she's like a woman. Natalie's a pretty girl, I will give it, but she's very thin and like
hot.
Yeah, well, dude, Beatrice is smoking hot, dude. Beatrice is hot. Beatrice is smoke. Beatrice is like
I don't like the way you say her name. It's bugging me. It's Beatrice.
Beatrice. I would say Beatrice is now it's bugging me. Beatrice. What is it?
Beatrice.
You're a Beatrice. Shut your
Beatrice. It's like you're trying to say Beetlejuice 3 times.
No. She's
Natalie.
Natalie is like Meg Ryan, and Beatrice is who's the chick that was in the original Batman? What's her name?
Nicole
Michelle
Kidman.
Pfeiffer?
Nicole Kidman. Not
No.
Nicole Kidman.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, Alec Baldwin's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kim Basinger.
Yes.
Yeah, she's Kim Basinger, and the other one's Meg Ryan. Meg
I'll
Ryan
Yeah.
in fucking Top Gun.
I love the way you got to dumb them down to 80s broads for me to understand where you were coming from.
So yeah, I mean, we had a great dude. He did a thing in the basement where he did first. What he does is candy grab on the big trampoline. So all the kids go in the trampoline, they just throw candy in, and he goes in and bounces, and they can't stay up because he's fucking going nuts. So they're all trying to just grab candy. Fucking hilarious. Then downstairs, Dr. Death, he made his studio downstairs in his basement with a fog machine and lights, and he dressed up, and he had Harrington, and he had like blood open his shirt, and he like would dig in and grab a heart and pull it out, and Max was like, I'm not going in there. Max ran away. It was so creepy. Max
wouldn't go in there either.
And Natalie was dressed as a nurse.
Yeah, she was.
With
Nice.
with all blood. It was and then we went trick-or-treating. All the kids went up and down, all the parents, they were all drinking whiskey, and I was smoking cigars, trick-or-treating, and went back. We lit a fire. We had I was trashing the Giants. I was like, oh, you got to share a stadium. All their names are put on with fucking sticky pads and Velcro every week. It's like, all right, good game, guys. They got to put the Jets logo up. It was so good. It was a fun time. Great time. Good food, everything.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan wants to say hi to you. Oh, you fuck out of here, Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude, I'm not saying she's pretty.
That heroin chic is hot.
Yeah, I guess if you're into that, I
I'm
think
into
she's a
it.
very pretty girl. But I'm into showers and fucking conditioner.
No, man, I like bad roots.
Yep.
And no confidence.
Yeah, I don't I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like nice and confident. All right. Well, listen. I saw the Cheese Show last week. Have you seen the new Cheese Show?
I did see the new cheese show. I
What
watch
was
it
it?
all the time.
What was it?
It was cream cheese.
No, what was the new Cheese Show?
What do you mean? It was I don't know. I don't remember the
What was
kinds
the
of cheese.
theme if you watch it? There's a
Oh.
theme.
The Seinfeld.
Yeah.
All right, you watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the cheese?
I don't. I don't remember the cheese. I
It's not
remember
about
Joe
the
played
cheese.
multiple roles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it was, if you haven't seen it yet, go to the Cheese Show on YouTube. It's only up there, I believe.
Yeah.
And it is the best one you've done so far.
Oh, thank you so much.
The
Very
best
creative.
one. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, but every week we have a beautiful guy, a beautiful man, a young stand-up comedian, not so young anymore. He's been doing it almost 2 years.
Still younger than Joe DeRosa.
He looks like very similar to Joe. If Joe DeRosa died, he would play Joe DeRosa in the movie. Let's give it up for Joe. A new 5 with Joe. Go, Joe.
Hey, you guys want to hear the top 3 Halloween costumes this year?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Number 3 was Squid Games. Number 2 was Heath Ledger's Joker. And the number 1 costume for 5 years running, horror.
My favorite.
Did you guys hear the news? Mark Zuckerberg loves Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Yeah. That's until he found out it wasn't really made from sweet babies.
That's great.
Boy, was he pissed. Wait until he hears about baby back ribs.
Go on. Yay.
The other night, I was out with my parents, and my girlfriend told this horrible story about when she was in Central Park and a creep pleasured himself in front of her. I said, "You're really going to tell that story in front of my parents? They don't need to know how we met."
Okay.
I often
Too
jerk
real,
off
too
in
real.
parks. Okay.
No, you stepped on it. Say that line again so you can edit it.
I often jerk off in parks. I love omelets, but have you ever eaten an omelet that's too eggy? Right? It's like terrible. I hate it when that happens with other things. Like you're eating tuna and it tastes too pussy-y.
I don't
All right,
like
last
foul
one.
language coming. Foul language coming out of you is unnatural.
No, we don't like it.
My grandfather was a terrible cook.
How terrible was he?
He used to make pasta by sticking a feather in his cap and calling it macaroni. We called him Yankee Noodle Grampy.
Oof.
He couldn't make a living. He was all elbows.
Oof.
He died penniless.
God.
Yeah, he killed himself. Killed himself. By the time they found his body, rigatoni had already set in.
I feel like I heard this before.
Thanks, guys.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have closed with the first one. I mean, you even asked for advice on these from Olivia.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't like him either.
She's got great taste.
Oh, I'm an island boy.
Yeah, dude. Well, Joe Russell, everybody at Jokes Russell on all social media, and please go to YouTube and look up the Cheese Show. It is a fun little show.
I don't like the way you tried to call me out. You tried to call me a liar by saying I didn't watch the Cheese Show, and then I slapped it right in your face.
Oh, you mean the guy that used to steal waitresses' tips at fucking Perkins?
I was poor then.
Well, yeah, I know. You mean the guy who told me he was a dentist and I believed it for 3 months?
I went to dental school.
Okay, but you
Big difference.
didn't. But you didn't.
Well,
But you didn't.
remains to be seen. Next time you have a problem with your molar, call me and we'll see if I really went to dental school.
First of all, I'm not calling you if I have problems with my fucking molar. And
I'm here to help.
it doesn't remain to be seen, which is one of the worst sayings ever. When anybody says it remains to be seen, it fucking infuriates me.
It's almost as bad as Laotian or whatever you said.
Dude, it's Laoasia.
Laotian, that's what you said. It is Laotian. Laotian.
Laoasia. Dude, it's a country.
You're gonna get canceled for trying to be nice.
Hashtag Laoasia, man. Look it up.
Oh.
Dude, Laoasia. It's out there, man. Look, if you go on a map, Laoasia comes up.
I know.
What do you mean you know?
Doesn't seem right. Look, Aaron H is like, are you saying Lao Asia?
Yeah.
Or Laos?
Yeah, I'm saying Laoasia. She was
Laotian.
No, she was from she was Laotian.
She was from Laos.
Laotian. She was Laotian.
I don't think this
She
is
used
right.
to tell me all the time, I'm Laotian.
Are you trying to say Asian in Spanish?
Keep it to 5, Joe.
Yeah, please keep it to 5.
Jesus.
We're
getting double mushed.
Fuck, I just got burnt.
A loud ocean? Are you saying a loud ocean?
I'm not saying a loud ocean. I'm saying Lao. She was Laotian, man. I met her at the Kowloons.
You're making up all these words.
I swear to God, I was at the Kowloons, which is the greatest
Chinese restaurant in all of Boston.
It is fucking the best.
That's what I hear.
I'm so sorry, but it is.
I believe you. It's no O-hop.
It's better than Wohop.
Oh, how dare you.
I swear to God, it's better than Wohop.
All right.
When are we going to do our show? Fuck it.
Don't even say it, because that's still a good idea. That's still a good idea for a show.
I won't say it, but we should.
Say it. Yeah. All right. I got to go eat dinner. See you guys.
All right. Well, listen, what are you having for dinner?
I don't know. My wife does this thing where she orders food in a box and then she cooks it, and it's been going pretty good for a couple of weeks now.
Oh, she's the meal plan.
Yeah, it's like she's usually a very uncreative cook. So it's like Monday was chili, Tuesday was chicken, Wednesday was I give up, let's order out, and then Thursday she just sucks at cooking. But she sucks at ideas. Now when she's got the idea and the ingredients, she's been making good food every night. So I'm like, all right, I'll eat those green beans.
John, I am so lucky to have Dawn. We had Taco Monday.
She's the best, dude.
She's really
the best cook.
She's like from the 50s, man. I mean, I tell her, I go, why don't you just order up? She goes, no. I go, why? She goes, I'm cooking dinner for my family tonight.
Yeah.
And she's like offended.
Yeah.
I go, what are you going to cook? She goes, I'll think of something. And I know in their head, it's really the sentence in her head is, I'll think of something fatty.
She could just look at the ingredients and figure out a delicious dinner.
Oh, she made her meatloaf last week, dude. My Lord. I eat it in the morning with 3 fried eggs. I get a slice of meatloaf, 3 fried eggs on top of the meatloaf.
Healthy.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Dude, I'm down another 3 pounds.
You look good.
Thanks.
I wish I liked eggs because eggs look like they're good on other food.
Oh, eggs on a hamburger, a fried
Yeah,
egg,
it looks like it would be delicious, but I don't like it.
eggs on a steak.
Yeah, it always looks like if you put an egg on there, it would be delicious.
I saw the show The Big Country. It's an old Western. And I love watching old Westerns because the food, he comes in, Gregory Peck comes in, and they're at this house, and the guy, little Mexican lady, comes out with 2 steaks, like the size of your head, right? With tomato slices and a fried egg on top. And they both just grab a steak and put it on their plate and just start eating like men. Oh,
Nobody talked about cholesterol or grizzle or
yeah.
worries.
You live till you were 38 and you just fucking grabbed your chest on the field and a cow shit on your chest, but it was fucking worth it. I love that hoodie. I love that sweatshirt, by the way, you fucking big whop. I love that.
Me?
Yeah. It's fucking great. Look at you. All right, guys. Well, listen, make sure you go to YouTube. You're watching on YouTube right now.
Fat JC said you're down 3 pounds of meatloaf and egg poop.
There's nothing worse than when a fat guy says a good fact. You know what I mean?
What are we talking about today? Chris Distefano is better looking than Giannis, but in jail we'd rather have Sal.
Yeah, Sal wins in jail.
Right.
Because he'd just be a sweet little roommate. You know what I mean? And he'd take care of you. You know, and he has money too. That'd be great at the commissary every fucking month.
Yeah.
Why not?
Joe DeRosa looks older than he is, but yet has gotten more ass than all of us.
He fucks, man.
Yeah, Joe fucks. That's the theme of today's show. Joe fucks.
Joe fucks. We found out about also we're going to be signing with a company and taking this thing mainstream and being on a network, and the audio version is going to be out there on iTunes and Spotify, wherever you find that. And of course, we'll be here for you every week. All the Patreon people, don't worry about that, ladybugs. We're here for you. But we're going to take the show in the next couple months to the next level.
We're all taking it. We're all taking it to the next level.
Even I can come along?
No.
Yes. No, I thought we said Joe could come.
Oh, yeah. Joe come, Mush not. Sorry.
Mush is here. Who's going to fucking put the show out there? We need Mush.
Everybody come.
Yeah,
everybody come.
I mean, yeah, we could find somebody quicker with the buttons, but do we really want that at this point of the game? Do we really want somebody who's
I believe Shakespeare said it when he said, "It is better to be mushed."
Yeah, do we want somebody who's, when I go, "Hey, how old is he?" They go, "I don't know." I don't know. He said, "I don't know." He's got 4 computers in front of him. He actually knows Joe DeRosa. He can call Joe and literally go, "Hey, Joe, how old are you?" "All right, see you later." He said, "I don't know." Oh, that's the greatest shit ever.
That was great.
Yeah, we're not gonna let that go. We did. Anyways, we love you guys. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit the like button and comment. And please, really quick, go to, if you want some of our merch, we got great t-shirts right up there. We got Calta's head, my head. We got the Calta and Kelly logo. Every piece of merch at comicwearables.com, you get a Calta and Kelly sticker. Get that and put that somewhere around your town. Take a photo of it, Instagram it to us, and we'll social media the fuck out of that. And make sure you go to my website. You just go to robertkellylive.com. This week, I just picked up 3 more dates with Louie, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think I don't know where I am tomorrow night. I'm going out there. And then Skankfest this weekend, I will be there. I will be there from Friday until Sunday. We have a show. We have a live YKWd on Friday. We got the roast on Sunday. And then I'm going to be a comedy on Carlson, Bananas Comedy Club in Jersey, the Warehouse, the comedy on State in December. I'm very excited about the next few weeks. Go to my website and just make sure you come to the shows. Pack those fucking people out. Bring all your friends, man. Stop just bringing yourself.
Yeah. Losers.
Yeah, you look out there and there's just one guy. "Hey, Bob, big fan." I
love cigars too, Bobby. I love cigars.
And make sure you check out at Mike V. Suarez and all his shit. I'm trying to get these 2 knuckleheads to be with me at Bananas. I got to get back to them tomorrow so they can open for me. Very funny guys. And Mike Calta in the morning. You go to Mike Calta, Google it, The Bone, and his show comes up, and it's a great show to listen to in the morning. So there you go. And we'll see you guys on a Friday. What time? We don't know, but we will be here Friday on patreon.com/Robert Kelly. That is a Patreon only show. So go to patreon.com. And of course, the GLP party on Saturday night. So go to that and you become a ladybug at patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And you are with us Saturday nights in the Zoom party. We hang with you and you hang. See you guys on Friday. Bye.